All right, you guys, we're taking off right now. So gold is looking good. CPI is looking great. We're probably gonna hit that 1980 90 level. So as soon as this closes, we're gonna draw our extension, and yeah, we'll continue to hold this trade for sure. Yeah, this gold trade looks good. Nas already looks good. We already hit TP on Nas as well, so this is a good CPI day right here. I'm thinking I'm gonna hit around 10K, 15K on this trade for sure. So you guys just keep hold on to gold. I'll let you guys know when to close. What's going on, guys? It's your boy NTG back at again with another video. In today's video, guys, I know you guys been raving on my Instagram to do a full breakdown on this gold trade. So this is what this video is all about. As you guys saw in the beginning, that was the live trade that we took together, and that was the live feed there. So I'm gonna go into details on this trade, how I prepare for this trade, and I'm gonna show you guys some different entries you guys can use for gold so you guys can catch moves like this. And I know you guys were like, NTG, how'd you get in so early? Like, you were way ahead of the game, way before the move. So I'm gonna be showing you guys a lot of things. I'm also gonna be explaining, you know, this indicator that you guys see here on my charts, super trend. So I'm gonna be showing you guys some nice entries here. All right, guys, so make sure you guys hit that like button for your boy NTG. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. You guys already know what to do. We're gonna roll the intro, get straight into the video. Let's get it. All right, you guys, here we are on gold. You guys are looking at the pattern right now. It looks like an ascending triangle, which it is. But I'm gonna break this down even further and what I was looking for. So first things first, we were using the high highs and high lows for breakout, and then I was also using the super trend. So first things first, let's actually get into the super trend. So if you guys do have TradingView, okay, you guys want to go up to your indicators, and all you want to do is just search up super trend. Okay, super trend right here. This is the one that I use, okay, by this editor right here. Okay, so you want to go ahead and click on that. You can save it if you want, and then your super trend will look just like this. Now I like this super trend. It's very versatile. I use it a lot for entries. I use it to trail. I even use it for stop loss sometimes. So it's a really great tool to use. Now we're not going to use the super trend by itself. We're going to also mix a little price action into it. Now if you want to back test the super trend, you know, maybe you can use it as an indicator. I have a video on it, as you guys can use the super trend as dynamic support and resistance to get entries. That's definitely a good look. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about this gold trade here. You guys saw in the beginning of the video that I had there. I'll go ahead and show you guys quickly the live feed again. Let me go ahead and mute this. So you guys see here, right, on the gold trade, as gold is taking off. This is also CPI. My last video was CPI for Nas. Okay, now the broker that I use is KLT. Okay, KLT.forex. So if you guys are interested, this is the live account here, and I'm using a 1 to 500 leverage. All right, so you guys see here my entries right at the 1937. Okay, so pure price action entries there, and I'm going to be showing you guys how I got these entries. You guys see here that I'm literally almost at the bottom of where the move happened. Okay, almost at the bottom there. So I almost caught this whole CPI news, almost about 90% of it. So I'm gonna show you guys quickly on the strategy that I used there. Okay, so here we are. Now let's go ahead and erase some of this. Actually, no, let's keep it. Okay, I'm gonna just be showing you guys some market structure. Let's go ahead and get rid of the super trend so our charts look a little bit cleaner. Now, the first thing that I was doing when I was approaching with Nas was I wanted it to wait to break this resistance. Now, why did I want to wait for it to break this resistance? Because if you guys trade gold, you guys know that gold tends to range a lot. It makes its move and then it ranges. It makes its move and then it ranges. So when you guys are trading gold, it's all about the right timing. Okay, so trading gold is about timing. You don't want to just trade it whenever you want, because gold can magically just start ranging for days, weeks, and then it makes a good move, and then it ranges again, and then it makes a good move. So you want to adapt to what gold is doing, okay? So it's all about the timing. So what I was waiting for here, you guys see the multiple areas of resistance here, okay? Now I marked this up because this is a low high area, okay? So let's go ahead and mark that up. Okay, so we had a low high area here. These are our previous lower lows. That's our previous low high. We broke, okay, the previous lower low. So we mark that up right here. Okay, you guys see we broke the lower low. We created another lower low, created a low high here. So this was an area here that I wanted gold to break. Okay, so when we came back here, we had a nice little double top there, and then we had to push down. Okay, so now once we got into hitting this area around Wednesday, July 5th, okay, around Wednesday, when I saw this wick rejection here, okay, once I saw the wick rejection, I'm just looking at pure price action and market movement. Once I saw the rejection, and then this is the lower low here. Okay, this is the recent lower low. The second thing I saw was, now what do you think happened here with price? Okay, what do you guys see here that's really important that happened with price? We did not break lower. Okay, we did not break lower. So normally how the market moves is it continues like this: lower low, low high, lower low, low high, lower low, low high, and then a lower low to continue down, right? But we didn't get that. Okay, we came back to the price of that 1904 and then a reverse. So when you guys see price like this, okay, this is the first indication here that we may be getting into a reversal. So this is why I wanted to do buys in such a bearish market, because I'm seeing the first signs of reversal. So these are things, small things that you guys want to look out for with price action, whether you trade gold, whether you trade Forex or any index pair stocks. These are some nice swings here that you guys can see that the market is now possibly creating higher highs and high lows. Okay, so possibly creating higher highs and high lows. Now this isn't final, okay, because we can still push down. But what made it even more convincing for me is that once we made the higher high, we continue to make another high low. So you guys see here that the bearish market is dying. Okay, so it's getting harder and harder for them to push the market every single time. So you guys see here, okay, it tried to push the market down. The bulls came in, pushed the market right back to the same price of the 1933. The bearish market tried to push it again. It was a very strong push. Look at this bearish candle here. Strong push. The bulls came back in, said, no, we want to push the market up. Came back to the same level of price at the 1933. Bears tried to push even stronger this time. They could not. The bulls stopped them in their tracks even further. Okay, so at the 1915 and started to push the market back up. Okay, so this is where we currently are right here in the market time. And I'm looking at all of this analysis. This is the analysis that I'm coming up with here. Okay, this is July 12th on Wednesday. I did this analysis before. I did this like around 8 o'clock. So on Tuesday. Wednesday was CPI. Okay, so I'm looking at the market Tuesday night, coming up with all this analysis, and I'm going, okay, so I see what we're going here, how we're going to approach the VIP live trade for Wednesday. Now, my VIP students already had entries, so they were holding gold since Tuesday, and I told them to hold the gold trades because we may see buys for CPI. Tuesday night, I'm looking at the analysis here, and these are just some things that you guys want to do when you guys are breaking down gold. You want to break it down this way. You want to look at the market. You want to make sure that you guys are knowing exactly how the market is moving and making sure that you guys are catching potential moves here. Okay. Now, the third and last thing that I saw that we were going to go into buys is creating another high. So we broke Tuesday. We broke finally that 1933 level. Okay, this is where a lot of bearish pressure was at. There's a lot of bearish pressure here. You guys see here 1, 2, 3, 4 rejections here, pushing the market back down, and we finally broke that level. So that tells me at one last final time the bulls want to take over. That's it. It's a wrap. The bulls want to take over. So of course, even though we're still bearish, I'm catching this reversal here. So I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to, and like I said in the beginning of the video, trading gold is all about timing. Now, getting into reversals is extremely difficult, but when you catch the right reversal, you get amazing moves, okay? So like I said, it's all about the timing when you guys are want to go with gold. So we have all these signs here going into this, okay? We have a nice trend line I drew out here and our resistance. So now let's talk about getting into the trade, okay? We're going to talk about getting into the trade and stop loss and TP as well. So when we are trying to look for the trade here, okay, some entry points that you guys want to look at is, of course, where the recent resistance or support was, and you want the market to come back and retest that area, okay? You want it to come back and retest that area. Now, we had a deep retracement here, so this is where the VIP entries were at, okay? I had a zone here on the 5-minute during the VIP live stream, and I was telling them you guys can enter and then just hold throughout the day. Okay, so they're already floating around. They were floating around 70 to almost 100 pips in profit with gold. All they had to do was hold. So what I'm looking at is the resistance here. So you guys want to use support and resistance and the retest of support and resistance as entry points. Okay, so now let's go ahead and add our super trend back. Okay, and let's talk about our super trend. One thing is that we're looking for is this right here. So we're waiting for our buy signal. Okay, so you guys see here it has like a buy and sell signal. We want to see our buy signal there for us to get into the trade. So how did I approach this trade here? Okay, so I went down to the 5-minute time frame. Okay, because the 5-minute time frame, you know, when you guys are trading like high news like this, you want to be able to see a lot of information in the market because it's quick. So I normally like to stay on the 5 and the 15-minute time frame. Okay, and now I'm making sure that I'm watching this area here as a retest. All of this area here is a retest for me. Okay, but I want to go to the 5-minute time frame and I want to wait for my buy signal. Okay, right at the break here, right at the zone of our resistance, which is now going to be support. So let me actually change it to support. Okay, so this once resistance is now support. Now all I do is wait for the break. This is before news, so this is around 7:30 in the morning. I wait for that entry there. Okay, you guys see here where it's telling me now for my buy entry. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm waiting for that buy entry. I'm waiting for that crossover, and I have my buy entry here. Okay, I'm gonna put stop loss right below that zone of resistance here. Okay, because we can still come back and retest this huge area here. All right, so now that we're in that trade, I want to go to my 15-minute time frame, and I want to see once I get my engulfing confirmation. So that's what I'm waiting for right here, and this is where I got that engulfing confirmation right there. Okay, you guys see here I got that engulfing confirmation. So when we were on the stream at 8:15, some of them VIPs were holding, some of them weren't. The ones that weren't holding, we got a nice confirmation there. Shout out to Sai that I saw that confirmation there. He was in the chat. Hey NTG, there's a 1, 2, 3 engulfing confirmation right on the resistance of that triangle we had. And I said, okay, cool. That's a good little entry there. And we had CPI coming up right here. And now another confirmation, of course, would be another buy signal there. So as soon as I press that next candle, guys, this is when CPI news hits. Okay, now you guys see how quickly it transformed there. Okay, so this is how I got my early entry, but you can still get an entry here. Okay, guys, you guys can still enter this. You guys can still enter this because we have not set TP yet. So how do you set TP, NTG? Well, I like to set my TP right at the breaks of my higher highs. Right at the break of my higher highs. So here's the break of the higher high. You guys see here for the higher high, the high low, higher high. Okay, let me mark it up so you guys can see it very clearly. High low. Okay. We create another higher high here. And then we have the high low. So I like to get to the recent high low for my buys to the break candle of the higher high. Once I do that, this is exactly where I look for my TP. So we're looking at around 250 pips here. And for the ones that entered late, it's still okay. You got the buy signal on the 15-minute. You're still going to grab 130 pips. That's still great. That's a huge move there, okay? But you guys can do that little thing that I did there. You guys can even back test that, look at it, look into it, so that you guys are getting that early entry, right? We want to get all of that. We want to eat as much as possible. If you guys want my fib extension settings, here we go. This is exactly what we were looking for, okay? Stop loss wasn't too big, and we were looking great. So once we finish that trade, you guys can see here, gold is gonna pull back, which is normal, guys. This is normal. Okay, right after a big impact news, of course, it's gonna pull back. Most likely, it's just coming back to that higher high. Okay, it's just coming back to that higher high. You guys see that? So when you guys see pullbacks like this, just make sure you guys are drawing out your higher highs, your high lows, and your lower lows and low highs, so you guys know where exactly the market wants to pull back to. So market is pulling back. We have our buy signal here, you guys see, and the super trend is acting as support, dynamic support and resistance. So we just have to wait here, okay? As soon as we wait here, you guys see another higher high here, okay? Now this is where I like to start to scale in here, right at that break. So as soon as we broke that structure there, this is exactly where I'm scaling in now. So I actually added another position here, added another position there, and I'm waiting for the market to come back to our resistance, okay? And I'm waiting for it to break because our TP is right at that 1960. Just waiting, okay? And as that you guys see here, that super trend is building up, I'm also trailing. So if we go back to that super trend, okay, once it broke that second level there, I'm also using it to trail now. So you guys see there, I'm putting my stop loss here to trail. So every time that super trend is coming up, all I'm doing is just trailing, okay? As it's coming up to my TP, as you guys can see here now, all of my positions are break even and profit. So I'm looking good. So even if this trade pulls back on me all the way, which it won't, because you guys see here, got a nice 1, 2, 3 engulfing confirmation there. So I'm in full control of this trade. I'm just looking at candles, Japanese candlestick patterns, looking at the breaks of my higher highs and high lows. So right now I have the full confidence to continue to hold this trade, okay? Now we are getting into around 11 a.m., okay? And gold is just kind of just sitting around that resistance there, just waiting for it to build up. And as you guys can see, I'm still trailing. My stop loss is good. I mean, I locked in pretty much 200 pips right there. I locked in 200 pips, so it's all good. And we're going to continue. And you guys see here, we're just tiptoeing around that TP. And then we got stopped out right there. Right? Collecting about 200 pips, exactly. So 200 pips there. We were like tiptoeing about, we were literally like maybe a pip away from that TP. So if you wanted to, you could have closed the trade. But yeah, eventually gold it would have hit that TP either way. But those are just some ways you guys can trail. Those are some ways you guys could trail the stop loss. You guys don't have to trail like I do, okay? If you guys struggle with trailing, just make sure you're back testing so that you guys can understand the concept of trailing with the super trend so you don't get confused a bit, okay? Right? So you guys can trail. You may not trail. You may just be like, NTG, I want to hold to my TP. That's fine as well. That fib extension will get you guys hitting that TP 7 times out of 10. I promise you, okay? You can ask anybody in the academy. That fib extension is a game changer. It is. It's a game changer, guys. I promise you. So if you guys are using that fib extension at the break of your patterns, anything like that, this will be a game changer for you. All right. So I'm gonna have some more gold videos coming soon. Right now, gold is in a range. It's in this nasty range here. So I didn't trade it on Friday. Friday we just did a Nas trade. I can show you guys that trade too real quickly. I can show you guys that trade right here quickly too. So this was Nas. This was the membership live stream on Friday that we have. So this was a good trade as well. Brilliant trade. We just went ahead. We looked at XRP too. XRP, if you guys didn't see, almost hit $1. So that was great. But this was the Nas trade here from the membership, from the live stream, and that's what we did Friday. The members kept asking me about gold. Hey, NTG, what about gold? What about gold? I'm like, gold is ranging. This is not a great time to trade. And I say that for a reason. So I say that because it's not like I don't want to trade gold. Of course I want to trade gold. I want to make profit off gold. But I understand that it's not the right time. So if you're a new trader struggling with that, sitting on your hands, being patient, you guys have to be more patient with the market. You have to understand the market sometimes. Sometimes you can't trade every day. Sometimes you have to wait a couple days before you can place an entry. So this is where I find a lot of my success is in the patience. All right. And I'm going to talk about patience more. I'm going to have a trading psychology for you guys coming soon. All right. But I do hope you guys enjoyed this gold breakdown. If you guys did, make sure you guys hit that like button for your boy NTG. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe for more content like this. I'm going to have another breakdown coming soon. If you guys want to see all of the trades that I take, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at ntg.academy, the one and only. All right, guys. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And I'm out. Peace.